you guys? Okay, let me do that one. How are you? This is such an impromptu sort of chat. I wanted to ask you guys something and see if I'm the only one or if this is something that you also recognize and realize in your own spaces as well. While everyone is still jumping on, good morning. Let me say hi Gugu, hi Deborah, hi Emmanuel, hi hi Bree. I see Vanilla Bay is here. Hello. Hi, Simply Koki. Hello, Moleni guys, no Tobekile. Timothy as well. I'm doing great. I'm just out for breakfast, but I'm deciding to so I thought I wanted to ask you guys something real quick. Have you heard of this idea? No, it's not really an idea, but this thing called hoarding. Hoarding basically speaks to keeping an unnecessary amount of things in your life. Things that you think you will need at a later stage, things that you convince yourself you have to keep, but you end up keeping all this unnecessary stuff. So the extent that my mind took it to is this show called Extreme Hoarders, where you find people that have an irrational attachment to certain things. So this person bought I don't know, a chair like 10 years ago. This chair has never been used, but it's sitting under a pile of stuff, right? Somebody doesn't want to get rid of a pair of socks because their baby wore them when they were a baby and their baby's 15 years old, right? So extreme hoarding. But have we ever thought about how that applies not only just to the physical things that we have in our homes? Like, first of all, think of if you move homes. Let's say you were living in one apartment and you're going to go and live in another one. When you're actually packing to make the move to the new place, you realize, why did I have so much of the things that are actually unnecessary, right? But we forget to apply that thinking to our emotional state of being too. Ifana nento yokubana and bazayazi abantu abaninzi xa iphelile into yakho yothambisa umzimba, you still go find the scissors and you're going to cut it and you're going to scoop out the cream and you're going to, but then you still want to keep it and you want to repurpose that thing over and over again, but it's done, its purpose is finished. Throw the bottle away and get a new bottle, right? But we don't think about how we can rid ourselves of the things that we hoard in our spiritual space as well. I don't know, it was just something that I was considering, and I go, guys, where in our lives, in the spaces of the things that we've been holding on to, do we actually need to let some stuff go? You still remember that so-and-so from grade 5 did this to you and you have still not let it go. You still remember that first person you dated, you're already married now with 4 kids, let's say, but that first person you dated lied to you and said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're still holding on to it. Man, we need to detest hoarding, not only in the physical things that we have in our homes that we don't need, but also in our emotional and our spiritual spaces. Yeah, someone is here saying, clear the clutter and let go to make room for more things to come. That's exactly where I wanted to go with it, is the fact that when we try to overcapacity. So this glass of water is this glass of water. This is the size of the glass. It's not going to get bigger. When I pour more water, it's eventually going to overflow. Now that overflow of water isn't actually useful to me because it's falling on the ground and I can no longer contain it. It means I must drink this glass of water in order for it to be in my system and it must do what it must do. Then I can pour some more water in it. So that's a thought that we must apply to our lives as well. When we continue to hold on to things that don't build us up, that leave us feeling depleted, that leave us feeling like we're not good enough or whatever it is, we won't be able to step into the space where we can receive healthy relationships, where we can receive healthy affirming words that speak of who we are, what we're about to do. Oh, someone is saying that this is the 3rd time they've heard this message this week. Well, Coral Zebra, it means that is a message for you. God has confirmed it and decreed it and declared it. And if this message was just to affirm that to you, start to move in the space where you start to declutter your life. Make room for what God wants to do. Let go of those things, man, that you were like, oh, it's so hard. Of course it's hard. Of course it's hard. But you know what else is harder? to not experience the things that God has in store for you, you guys. So yeah, Nelly says, well, this is what I needed to hear this morning. Thank you. I'm so grateful that you managed to tune in. And this is just a thought that I was having for myself too, you guys. This week, and I told myself I'll do it in sections, where it started with the physical activity of getting out of the house the clothes that I don't use anymore. I've been telling myself, oh, but when I lose weight, I'm going to fit into... Well, babe, you're not that weight. Get rid of the clothes. Oh, but these shoes, I first bought them when I did this. Get rid of the shoes. You can get another pair of shoes at a later stage because you haven't worn them. And if you're not using something that's in your space, it's actually taking up space for the things that you could make space for. Sorry, a call was just coming through there. So anyway, I wanted to leave you guys with that. I want to tell you that I love you. I want to tell you that you must be, in fact, I want to invite you to our session on Sunday. It is going to be so dope. I'm going to, we're going to have a good time. So I love you. Have a good day. And let's let go of our hoarding habits in physical things and in our spiritual space, in our emotional space, and let's make room for all that God wants to do in our lives. Happy Friday. Bye.